your voice and your identity. So you make sounds and you think you know what you sound like. Well, this is what I sound like. This is just me. But the thing is, you don't know what you don't know. There are actually sounds available to you that are also you, but because you haven't discovered them yet, you might not have integrated them yet. This is important because you could maximize your impact plentyfold, exponentially, if you unfolded what's available to you in your communication, in your voice. Now, how am I supposed to feel you and really get to know you if I'm only ever getting a restricted version of you? And the fact is, most people use what I call unconscious sound. It's the sound that you make because it just happens to come out of your throat, and that's just who you are, that's just how you sound like, that's just who I am. Now, example. I used to only be able to utilize the lower parts of my voice and was quite forced down like this and very rigid. I had about 5 notes to my range and that was it. And so everybody got to know Evelyn as this quite harsh sounding little warrior with that quite restricted, a bit raspy, low voice. Kind of funny because my stature, if you ever meet me or have met me, I'm tiny, I'm petite. And then there's this really low voice and this really long hair. This kind of a thing. That was my brand. And I thought that's all there is until I had the training and the vocal therapy because I wanted to be a singer. I needed to unlock my voice and I knew there was more in there. Somehow I had this feeling. And I found out that there were other tones that were also me, but they felt wrong in the beginning. They really felt wrong. I felt wrong making those sounds. For example, the really high-pitched, that's not how Evelyn sounds. So when my voice went high, I didn't know that was almost, it felt almost illegal, like it felt fake. If I'm high, I would think that everybody would look at me and think that's a fake sound. Why shouldn't I speak in the higher notes? Why not? Why not? If it's available to you, you can. It's one way to express excitement. Or the softer notes that I discovered much later, they delighted me because they felt much more in alignment with the way that I actually wanted to express and also be received. I'm not just this harsh little warrior. I'm a very soft and sensitive soul, and I have a lot of warmth. And so this warmth can now express through my voice, through these tones, and they're very much me. I discovered them first in singing, when I was able to make some warmer notes that sound caring for you, and they're also quite true, like that. But before, all I had was also the desire to feel strong and everything. I thought being powerful was being loud, high, and strong. Like, rah, 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 yeah, that is me being powerful. But that's just one way of expressing vocal power. You know what's even more powerful than those loud notes? It's the really quiet ones. The really quiet ones. Oof. But not quiet because you don't know how to activate your voice. Not quiet because you're under-energized. You know, just kind of quiet and stuff. That's not powerful. It's a very different power. It's not. But so there are ways that you can use your range and your dynamics to express much more fully, A, who you are, and B, what you want to say. And the result of that is you can keep an audience at the edge of their seat and become much more unforgettable. That's what you are. And because people won't know what's coming out of you next, because you're expressing rather than us getting used to the way that you are. And I hear that a lot in speakers. They have a certain thing. They have a thing in which they speak. You might have your speaker voice. And here I am having my inspirational speaker voice. Or they have their sales voice. Everybody listen up. I'm really excited today to present you this. Or they have their coaching voice. Many people struggle with the simple fact that they berate themselves. Or they're having their, whatever, you get the gist. So, who are you can be expanded and discovered through the sound of your voice. You are not limited to what you sound like right now. There's so much more to you. And when you are ready and willing to uncover that, you can maximize your impact exponentially and have so much more fun with it as well. I'm going to demonstrate this now through the form of music. I think in music, this is really easily accessible because you can sing the same songs in different voices and in different qualities, and then they express something so differently. If you have time, please watch this. It's about a minute per excerpt. I'm going to sing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. Aw, cute. And if you want to learn how to modulate your voice, how to unfold your voice to show more of you and to have more access to the power of the messages that you want to share, and not be restricted anymore by the tones that you have available just because that's what happens to come out of your mouth, then I'm going to invite you, boom, I'm going to invite you to join me. There's a retreat coming up, the Impact Evolution Retreat in Kent in the UK in April. Or B, come join my newsletter, get the latest tips, hacks and insights, and find out when we've got the next program going. You find the newsletter on evelynbrink.com. That was easy. And you also find more information on the retreat, evelynbrink.com/retreat. I'm probably going to link it as well because I'm professional like that.